Hello again. Welcome back. Thank you for letting me have a quick break. I now have tea, which helps. So, last we had just completed this animation viewer for creatures in the game. We can pick what kind of creature we want. We can pick like what they look like, and rookie mistake, leaving your own Twitch channel running in the background makes great feedback sounds. Okay, here we are. Spiders. So the idea now is that one of the enemies I want to introduce is spiders. If you suffer from arachnophobia, now might be a good time to stop watching the stream because it's just going to look at a whole bunch of pictures of spiders. Okay, so what kind of spider do we want? I mean, spiders are, poor, misunderstood creatures. I feel mildly bad to include them as enemies even. I have good friends who study spiders for a living and, they're nice, really. I mean, okay, some of them are horrible, but there's lots of nice spiders. That's not a nice spider. Okay, Spakavecki suggests Brachypelma smithy. I'm just going to assume that's actually a spider and not like a porn star or something. Spike. Oh god. Okay, yeah, Spike suggests Brachypelma smithy. Let's try that. Yeah. Ah, yeah. Oh, see, that's a nice spider. It's very fuzzy. It's a very fuzzy spider. So I think we want something more horrible. Like a huntsman spider or something? Are those horrible? Oh yeah, these are pretty horrible looking. Haha. That's the Australian kind. Oh, spider! Little spiders. So cute. Okay, that's actually a pretty good front image of a spider. So this is about the point at which, I hope you turned it off if you have the good old arachnophobia, because spiders now. So the idea is let's make, let's create some spider anatomy. Images for spider anatomy. Yes. Ah, yes, mandibles and palps. Okay. Okay, so to start out, we basically need to create a new body plan, which is all the different bits of that a spider has. So let's do that. What does a spider consist of? Spider.json. So it needs to be like that, and then like that. I think the order of this somewhat matters because it's also going to be the order in which it's generally rendered, which may or may not have been a good idea. Well, let's try it. Okay, so obviously they have a whole bunch of legs, but they also have other bits. So let's start out. I guess the thing that's rendered at most at the back is probably gonna be the thorax. Yep. Then the abdomen. Then the head. Then the eyes. Make head and eyes separately because then like the eyes can wobble around a bit, right? Okay, do we want the palps and so on to move separately? I mean, that could be cool. Might be a bit too complicated. Let's leave that out so far. Let's just have the... Oh, but we do want the... Do we want the palps or the mandibles too? So those are the mandibles and those are the palps. Okay, then we want the palps. Left palp, right palp, 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 palp. Okay, and then we have all the legs. So many legs. So we have left leg 1, left leg 2, left leg 3, left leg 4. Then we have exactly the same stuff with the right legs. Of course, I had to choose something which is really complicated as my first attempt, but that will help because this will give us a nice little exercise of this system. So if it turns out that we did it horribly wrong, we'll at least be able to tell. Okay, so now we should be able to go into our editor and just hit reload, and all data files loaded successfully. So we can't see it, but we now have a spider body plan in our data. So really what we need to do is we need to have a spider animation bundle with at least a standing animation and a spider animation appearance with at least a like some bits, right? So let's draw actually the bits of the spider next. So that's the first thing we want to do, is we just want to be able to see the spider standing there. So we need to draw the spider from front. Let's do that, spider from front. It's the sprite sheet. One of the things I need to fix with this is that I actually accidentally ended up taking up a huge amount of space just for like UI stuff, and I have to move all of that UI stuff into its own sheet because I'm really running out of space up here, see? The reason why this matters is that everything below this doesn't get touched by the shading code. Now it turns out that we need more space. But we still just have enough space, maybe somewhere in here, to put some spidery things in there. Okay, so spiders. Okay, so as with everything, this spider needs to, follow the color scheme that I've established for the game. So if we're going to let's do like an actual huntsman spider, right? One of these. Oh no, wolf spider. Yeah, male wolf spider. So that's actually got a it's pretty much the two colors which match. The colors which match are like this one and this one. That for some of the details, and the eyes are basically black. Might make the eyes red, just for giggles. But let's start with this. Okay. Now, these shapes I'm going to draw are going to be really simple because we're really just talking about the individual bits of the spider. Okay, so what do we need? We need thorax. Thorax is barely visible from the front, but it's sort of that bit. So yeah, let's just make a thing, and that will be more. It's just a little blob that we use to establish the vague size of our spider. So it's a giant spider, but it's like a semi-giant spider. It's going to be much bigger ones yet, hopefully, but this is like just a man-sized one. Just a man-sized one. Okay, so let's just say this is the thorax. from the front. Ta-da. Now we need to make the head. Let's make it a bit bigger, huh? Like that. The head, hence, is like sort of this shape too, but then it's got two palps going down. Palps, mandibles going down. I guess these are the mandibles. And it's got a whole bunch of. Okay, the eyes are separate. We agreed on that. But here, this bit should be like that. This has a bit of a different color, so we might actually choose this color for the let's choose this color for the head. And that's the head. Now more meaningfully, the eyes are going to be black. Okay, so I'm just going to add a temporary new layer so I can draw the eyes on top of the head and then move them out. It's got two big front-facing eyes, and it's got kind of two pretty big, really sideways-facing eyes, and four small ones down there. So there's four small ones. There. Two big ones would be there. Sideways facing ones would be there. That pretty much works, but it shows that we need to scale up our spider head a little bit, or quite substantially. Okay. The spider is growing entirely due to like the requirements of the graphics. Oops. Okay, so here's the set of eyes. Let's move them to the side a little bit, like that. Let's move the head. Let's make the head a whole lot bigger. It's really got this sort of dome shaped. Yep, and then up here, actually, I'm going to move the location of those eyes. They're really more like there. Yeah, that's about a reasonable spider head. Yeah. Nice enough. So now obviously the thorax we've drawn is vastly too small. There we go. New thorax. The eyes, so this can go over here. Fill in those bits, the eyes. Get the very own part. There we go. Okay, so that's the head and that's the thorax. We need the abdomen and we need the palps. Then we need all the legs. Okay, so abdomen. Abdomen is kind of a bit blurred out here, but it's clearly just a big round thing really at the back. So abdomen, let's make that color as well. Let's just use the ellipse tool to basically draw a big abdomen as thus. Okay, that could be the spider abdomen. You can always fiddle around with all of these graphics later. Abdomen, abdomen. What else do we need? We need the palps and we need the legs. Palps, palps, palps. Palps are going to be essentially like this, I think. With all the legs. Now with the legs we really need to cheat. We don't have like articulated way of drawing the skeleton or anything clever like that. So cheating is the order of the day. We're just going to draw like these bits here. And they might sort of hover disconnected in midair. C'est la vie. So legs. Wherever we're going to cheat by just having one type. So far here, big leg, 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 leg. Can't see the end of it, unfortunately. More pictures. Okay, that just sort of end relatively like that, I guess. We do have hairs, they're a bit hard to draw this resolution. So we're going to call it a day and say that's a leg. Actually, we don't need that flipped, but we can do flipped versions of the images. Right. Okay, so that's that. So we may need more space above the leg, so let's put it here. Awesome. Okay, so now we've got these bits and pieces. We need to export it, and then we sort of need to simultaneously put together the animation and the animation bundle for it to actually turn up. Okay. So let's export this spreadsheet. Now sadly for this we do need to restart. So let's do that next. It's actually just talking somewhere about changing things so that all of the data files are actually external rather than in the jar file. We actually would also allow for the reload button to reload all of the sprite sheets and everything, which would be nice. Something to consider, I guess, to do as well. Okay. Here we are. animation viewer. Okay, so we're just going to do like basically blank version of everything, right? So we have animation bundles, we have animation appearances. We need to create a spider animation bundle. Okay. Okay, so that's what we know about spiders. And okay, then we have a list of animations. In there, we have one animation, which is it has the type of standing, which has the side of front, and has some parts. Yeah. So for starters, I'm just going to throw all of the parts that we have, or at least let's start out with just having like the bits without the legs, and just going to put them all at the origin, and then we can sort of shift them around. So we have name, thorax, x of 0, y of 0. Abdomen, head, eyes, just do everything. Left palp, right palp, left leg one. Oh no, it's not. Let's not do the legs just for now. Just try to get everything else arranged. Okay. You can hit reload. Oh, yeah, so we made a mistake. Line 46. This is a terrible thing. No, it's not a line that exists. Well done. What? That's unhelpful. Okay. Apparently its idea of what a line is doesn't match up with my idea of what a line is. That's great. Oh, that should be a square bracket. Okay, that's line 40. But whatever. Whatever. All data files loaded successfully. Okay, so now we have an animation bundle for our spider anatomy, which allows us to look at it as if it was standing. And finally, we need wolf spider. It was wolf spider.json. Okay, so what does that look like? Then we just have images. And I think somewhere near the bottom we also have spreadsheet. Yes. Okay. So now we need to tell it about all of these images that we have. So it's always part, side, and then the part. Head, side, front. X is this don't have to be in quotes. The numbers. Okay, so that's the head. Because that's the pure minimum. Like, let's just see what happens now. We've got the head, we said what the head should be, we've got the anatomy and everything. So in theory, if we hit reload now, we should be able to select the wolf spider and we should just see its head. Let's see what happens. Oh, wolf spider. Yes, look, here's its head, here's its head. We're on the way to Spider Town, boys and girls. Spider Town. Awesome. Okay, so here's its head. Let's put in all the other bits. So that was the head. Then we have the, whatchamacallit, that's the thorax. Sure, whatever. And the eyes. That's a disappointing result. Oh, we haven't put in the position. No, we have. Okay. Oh, just need to click on this again. There we go. Wolf spider, wolf spider. Nice. Okay. The abdomen. Then the right part, and it's just the left part, but flipped. For checking, I caught that this, yeah, left part, right part. Okay, yeah. Okay, reload, reselect. There we go, it's a complete mess. So now it's time to actually arrange our spider more or less correctly. Let's give that a try. Okay, so the abdomen is currently the biggest thing, so let's just set everything based on the abdomen. Actually, one thing that's going to be an issue long term is the whole question of like the dimensions of features and where their offset is and where origin is and so on, so that might need some rework. But right now I just want to get the spider to look spidery, okay? Okay, so in our standing animation, what have we got? We've got the head. So the head is 9 units wide, while the abdomen is 17 units wide, which means we want to move it 4 units in. There. And probably also like 4 units down. Let's try that. Yeah. Nice, but I think further down yet. Like 7 units. Yeah, plausible. 6, I think. Okay. The eyes are going to have a similar. They need to go down 2 more. Because the one thing that's annoying me is that I need to, each time I hit reload, I then also have to reselect the wolf spider here. So I'm just going to fix this. So when you hit reload, string app name equals current appearance go. So now each time I hit reload, it tries to find the new version of the animation with the same name. Yeah. Okay, so far so good. I think the abdomen's probably too big. We'll work on that. Let's do the palps. Something like that. Right palp. Okay, yeah. Then the abdomen, which is the thorax, which is going to just sort of hanging out here, needs also to be repositioned, even though you can't really see it in the current layout. But hey, so to center the thorax, given the thorax is a weird 10 pixels across, you need to set it at x 3.5, and position wise I want to give it, move it one further down than the head. Y7. That should now make it completely invisible, but never mind. Yeah, there we go. Okay, so here's our like basic spider. So that's that. Actually be good to also be able to see it non-magnified. So I'm just gonna do this. Okay, so that's what the spider will actually look like. So I think the main problem is just the abdomen's too big. It looks stupid. So let's make its abdomen a little bit more normal sized. Maybe also that darker color. There, like that. New spider, new abdomen. Make it even a bit smaller yet. Yeah, can always make it bigger again later. So need to